Alright, people, we're gonna hop right on into it. Man, this Synesty stopping my Gliscor's greatness. Just Terra, Water, Swords Dance, and it'd be over. Actually, I guess I could still, technically, it's just stopping my greatness is all. I maybe force it to Terra by bluffing Toxic or something, but it's unlikely because he's just gonna go hard Gliscor on it, and then, what then, Moth is quite good. If it's Spadef score, then less so, but, has its potential. Very interestingly crafted team that could give me trouble. Specs, Polt, Draco could clap. It just really depends. Red card. I score. King Gambit is legitimate. Very interesting team. I'll try to overwhelm it with Draco Meteor. There's not too much else other than maybe Moth that I can hammer him with. Synesty is actually semi-concerning. We'll see. We shall see. Polt versus likely score. I don't know. This is exactly what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now. What I do know. What's this thing stats? What's this? Weirdier? Okay, see, 75 for the decent HP. This shit is not going down. Does it get rocks? He's gonna do some weirdier shit to me. Oh no. He led this, I think, expecting my Gliscor, so no. If I get psychic, so be it. I know. What is that? The fuck is that? Well, I did the right thing though. I don't know what just happened to me, but I did the right thing. Psy Shield Bash. Bruh. Told you we need to learn this metagame. Obviously, I doubt this is what I said, shield. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Very cool, very cool. I'd be useful to poison this. It'd be useful to poison this. Very, very useful to poison this. Hospitality, heat proof. I guess I can force the Terra here. Matcha gotcha, which is annoying. It's useful to force the Terra on this. He just left it and then got chopped. He's slower than my Gambit, which is odd. Fortunately, he got a crit there, I think. Yeah. But he's not. It's annoying that he crit me. Oh, it was Lumberry. I forgot my own item. It's really annoying that he crit me there, especially because he was foolish enough to leave it in. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Bro has a Cinderace and a Rapid Spinner, so I want no smoke with that guy. This probably is the. I'm gonna rocks first. This guy is a dumbass. He stayed in. So that gives me a lot of data. That was an awful. I'm actually gonna switch out here because I know you're gonna tech to scout. Okay, so bro is just not good at this. Gotcha. Well, that'd be useful. Cause I'll worry seed and put him in the dirt. This allows for me to sludge bomb. Though, based on how he played the last few turns, I might be able to spore. Yeah, I figured he should go Sinistra, but can I get a fucking poison? God damn, dude. Can I get a fucking poison for my Gliscor later on? What's the sludge bomb damage? 21%. Are you serious? My Amoonguss should not be this low. This is actually not good, but it's the principle, I need, if this goes, my Gliscor can clap. So I'm not ultra concerned, but it's the principle, man. I'm a man of principle. Okay. Now let's find out what the rest of this team's gonna do to me. Cause Satasagiri's on a balloon, bro. You cannot make this shit the fuck up. You definitely not gonna, even if you rapid spin, so be it. Get Gambit here on the sack for Draco or rapid spin. Dragon Pulse, interesting. I don't know how he deals with, I don't know, Tatsugiri. What the fuck is a Tatsugiri, bro? I've never dated. Have y'all ever seen me data in a game? Usually I'm just like, fuck it. But I'm actually curious. 95. So, oh, this shit has good speed. Okay. Might have to put it in the dirt then. He likely switches out here, but the damage on Gambit is him going him. So I get a crit there as a fucking repayment. Him taking that damage on Gambit's gonna be big. Because as I said, Gliscor is king. Likely Iron Head here, but Tusk is a relatively safe switch. Kowtow. Because of the damn, I don't have leftovers, right? Okay, fair enough. Very well then. Does rapid spin matter? Not really, but there's no better play. He actually really, okay. As I said, I'm getting a lot of data, but nothing has really changed as far as, he's gonna predict me to sub here. I don't think he's gonna sucker punch, which again, Iron Moth batters. So it's Terrafire, okay. Kowtow one-shot me, okay. So this is useful, as I said. This allows me to activate my item and my Gliscor once Terra 6-0s. So Tatsugiri comes in. Should I have facaded? No, I couldn't facade. It's the Gambit's dead unless he Cinderaces. Dragon Pulse, huh? A Terra Water here on his. I actually spun the first turn. I didn't expect him to spin. I don't think it matters, but it only has Dragon Pulse. I don't even need the Swords Dance. I played this a little recklessly. I could have. I couldn't. Actually, what did I do? The Machigacha. He got really lucky with the fucking. The only turns was like anticipating him to play around my Tusk, but he just mindlessly let the Gliscor win without thought. So, with Facade here, Dragon Pulse will do decent damage. There's no point in me Swords Dancing. It doesn't allow me to kill anything any better. Unless Wordier has some weirdo shit. I know I used that. Well, I should have protected there. Thunderbolt. Oh, what the fuck? He gets clobbered by a Draco Meteor now. Thunderbolt. What the hell? Is he slower than me? He's probably. I could ride Draco spam, beat his old team. Goes Gliscor because that's the counter. Cinderace is a weird pick. I'll go Mungus because some weird shit's happening here. Few turns. Cinderace is a good match up though. He goes hard, pull, see. Shit doesn't learn Sucker Punch, right? So this is a kill. Just kill for kill. Because Score should beat Cinder. Yeah. Side Shield Bash, bro. Crit me. Bullshit. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna see what the fuck this shit has in store for me. Cinderace disappears off the face of the earth. So I think I'm faster. Try Thunderbolts, maybe? Side Shield Bashes. Protect here. See faster than me though. He's not. Okay, that's big. That fucker keeps hacking me, bro. Yeah, that was weird. That was some strange times just now. I played that really recklessly. I kind of doubled down on, okay, if he gets through, I get rid of his Sinister Gliscor claps. But what's funny is that if I was a normal Gliscor, I would have eaten him. Other than his. But he tried to leave his Gliscor in on my Tusks. So if my Tusk waxed him with the Ice Spinner, he would have just lost to a normal Gliscor. So I don't know if bro was just like, that was a strange game. But I have never had the data so many times in a battle. So that was interesting. I learned probably more in that battle than I have in as far as like mechanics. Funnily enough, mechanics like move move, what like moves do and abilities do. My knowledge is actually very low on that. If it's not in OU, don't care. And if I run into it, learn and move on. But I'm not the type to know the 55 different effects of it. I'll just go in there and then figure it out. Back in the day when I was heavily in tours and whatnot, I was more important. But even then, nobody in tours would ever run anything ultra gimmicky. Actually, that's not true. When people used to play me, again, my heavy tour days, I was known to bring pretty much, I'd have one little trickery in there, but because my team building was something I was notorious for, and the skill obviously, but I did have like a little, I'd bring, my blunder used to call jam things to tour games, because I like my teams to be a bit more interesting, but not gimmicks. Gimmicks are like, okay, I need to surprise you with this. It would be more off-brand picks, like a Houndoom back in the day, or when I used to run. This is ORAS, it's Gen 7, like it's been so long. But anyway, let's get into the game. Y'all don't give a fuck about that. I was just reminiscing for a moment. Can I do that? Iron Moth is very dangerous. If he if he plays this game mindlessly, he will be punished heavily. Cinderace makes the most sense. I didn't think he would do it, but it made the most sense. It's interesting, I'm a max defense Amoonguss. Let's see. He will. So I figured he'd leave. I was very confident he'd do what he just did. Now this is interesting because this is an excellent opportunity for my Gliscor to get his item, and there's another situation where Gliscor can eat. It's just the Gambit. It doesn't deal with well timed, but I don't know enough about this guy to even have any respect for him to go, all right, I'm gonna assume he's gonna switch out. So I'm gonna go to my score here. Now this is a little issue. This is a little problematic if he goes Samurott, but I figured that'd be the least likely. So this allows for me to tusk on a likely rocks or U-turns. So that's weird. That's good for him though, because he gets to go Samurott. U-turn on score is odd, because if I'm faster than you get toxic. So he must have been confident he was faster than me. So this is actually not great that he got the Samurott in. If he's dumb enough to Ceaseless Edge, this is great, but my Tusk is actually really important. But I really want this gone. If this goes, look at his team and look at Flamethrower. Cinderace is only, so for the long game, bro, Force of Terror is gonna knock me out, isn't he? Yep. So I Force of Terror, which is useful, that's gonna help for Gambit. I wouldn't have terrored that early, but we did Force of Terror. And so because he allowed his Cinderace to go to sleep, it puts Mod in a position of power here. Very, very successful. Very successful Pokemon. Moth is very successful indeed. But it's really gonna come down to, we'll see what he does with the Amoonguss. So this lander is a must be fucking scarfed, because bro is making no fucking sense. But this is his rocker though. But maybe he's one of those, I've been seeing like roxless builds and shit. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's what this bro is going for. Because I lost my heavy duty boost don't matter that much. If he is Scarf and he thinks he can knock me out, he needs to use it now. Yeah, there's no way you're earthquaking there unless you're Scarfed. But I'd love for him to reveal that he's not here. So this is gonna be an interesting sequence. I'll knock out his Samurott. Actually goes Amoonguss. I was hoping for that. Facade 140. Earthquake is still stronger. Is he Worry Seed? He's Clear Smog. Okay. That's Swords Dance again. He should go Rot, but Rot won't be enough. It's too weak. Okay, Clear Smog. That's good to know. Again, Flamethrower really hammers him. That's a subtle little thing, because you're like, okay, well, why would You're not thinking about, you're like thinking about stabs typically. But for 2 angles to this. So Samurott, I bait the Samurott out. I won't die, but I could also not take almost any damage if I just Terra here. I'm gonna see where his head's at. Razor shelling. I could die. I can't risk this. So I'm tearing this anyway. It's just that the Amoonguss will be able to Giga Drain. But at that point, I'll just punish with Moth every time. So fuck it. No, because now the Landorus can Earthquake. I just need to not get fucking hacks here. Razor Shell is not the crit one, right? That's the other one. What? Oh, I just threw. I think he's banded. How the fuck did he one-shot? I think he's banded. Oh my god. So if I had just Terra Watered there, I got greedy and it cost me. So I haven't lost or anything, but I made this game significantly more difficult for myself. Gliscor was key there. It was a really key component. So upside is that Amoonguss is really hard for him to kill, but I gave up Tusk and so this is I never seen a fucking so he's giving up Moongi, which is blessed. You know, it's funny, I thought about putting fucking Fiery Dance on this. Moongus going is blessed. So it's Scarflando. If I Terra this and I kill the Lando, but of what relevance is that? It's relevant for the Pulp matchup. Let me see if Moth just dies anyway. Oh, I had a calc open. Iron Moth. OU. Choice specs, sure. You know, it's funny, I thought about, I can't believe I got one shot there. Because I didn't have to go that way. I could just hard switch out on the Amoonguss, but I was like, I don't want to force a Terra yet. Because I'm thinking Samurott's weak as shit. There's just no way. It's going nowhere. Probably does 60, 50. I died. Alright, so that's a lesson there. Just giving away points for free here is fucking ridiculous by a damn. Earthquake does. Oh, what the fuck? Very Terra. Still does it has a decent shot to kill me. 31. That's too high. Damn. Which is a really bad thing because. Oh. Talk about blows. Because now he gets to go for Ceaseless Edge. I can't have the. If I kill this. Man, this fucking Terra. So. I can pull it off with my Gambit. This is probably the worst thing. I wish I pulled Valiant. I won't die. Oh, he knocks. So now Valiant's an issue, but I have Iron Moth. It's gonna be funny, man, because the Landorus, right? And I lost my Gliscor. That's really why I didn't want to Terra, because I know the Lando Scarf, and that can be set up fodder later on. But choice banded Samurai. Who knew? Who fucking knew? So I gotta give this Amoonguss up. Far from over, as I said. It'll depend on a lot of variables, what his Landorus is and all these things. I don't agree with Lando first, even if you're gonna U-turn. Because if I go hard Pult here, you gotta make a read, which you shouldn't have to do. And if you Earthquake, I get to go to something that one-shots one of your team members. I could Gambit. Gambit would lure out his Gambit. I could go Dragapult, guarantee take the hit, and I'm gonna do that. I think I can catch his Gambit. I think he's gonna be greedy here. If he goes Cinderace, at least the Cinderace is asleep and it's not burnt any sleep turns. Yeah, he got greedy. So that means my Pult has a shot. And because I'm Flamethrower locked, the Gambit has to sucker. You can't fuck around with me. And if the Gambit is gonna be close. So he goes Cinderace. I go hard Moth. Sludge Wave twice. I gotta hope he doesn't wake up. gotta hope he doesn't wake up. Powerball, come out here and knock me out. He's burned 2 turns of sleep. He woke up, he got the Powerball off. But it's not enough for Valiant to kill me. It's really just gonna come down to what his gambit is. Because 55% fallen for. And it depends on what his Valiant is, and if his gambit is so sucker no fallen for a gambit. This is the other calc. So the Iron Moth I have, King Gambit. What's crazy is that Fiery Dance probably won't kill him, but it just depends on what the Valiant is. Is the Valiant physical? Is it special? Most of them are special these days, but I've seen so many of them with fighting moves. So this is the beauty of mods, right? The hidden information piece is so key that I have to make assumptions. So Sucker Punch does 44 to 53. So I never die. Oh shit. Do I kill? Oh, I killed. Whoa. Still not over, because it depends on what his Valiant is. If the Valiant's physical, then I'm pretty sure I lose. Moonblast. It's gonna come down to whether it has Focus Blast. I've seen Focus Blast and I've seen, yeah, it doesn't have it. So that's the thing with mods, man. There's so much hidden information that I could have said, all right, I'm gonna lean into, let's say he did have Aura Sphere, then I guarantee lose by making the play I made. Let's say I'm gonna bank on the fact that he doesn't have it, then the play I made is the best one. If he did have it, then I have to switch out my Moth because it's the only thing that can take a hit from the Valiant and kill it back. So my play would have been there to switch directly into Gambit on his, since it would have lost to his Valiant anyway, and try to 1v1 his Gambit, right? And even that, if he's faster than me, you know, like there's so many variables. He may have switched out because he's like, shit, he could be low kick, but at that point you're losing anyway, so there's no point in fearing low kick. So many variables, but I made that game harder for myself by trying to get quote unquote greedy with the Gliscor. And I said quote because, you know, there was a reason for it. Bandit Samurott didn't even cross my reality. Like that's never something I've seen. What did it hit so I can remember what the damage calc was? But I'll just pay attention for it now that it's in my radar, on my radar. So that said, let's get into the next one. All right, so we got an interesting team. My mission in life here is to, I was gonna say kill the Breloom so my Gliscor can just sleep. But I might not even have to Terra Gliscor, truth be told. I don't have to. My low-tick isn't a strong enough threat, plus, yeah, so my low-tick to Gliscor, you know? Great Tusk is gonna be heavy here. It's heavy. Polt's gonna be heavy. Gambit is heavy. Moth is, I don't have Energy Ball, but Moth would have been heavy. It's not an easy game. There's my low-tick walls a lot of my team. But the upside is that Among Us puts Gliscor guards against a lot of his team as well. And it forces his Gliscors in because, you know, he needs to deal with the Worry Seed. And I'll probably get something to sleep. So his Dragapult offensively would be too much of a problem for me. So what we're gonna end up doing is scoring. I get to gather data. If he shows me Hex, Draco, U-turn, give me some data on the Polt. So a substitute. Okay. So he's willing to risk a tie. It's probably Hex, but he's willing to risk a tie. There's no point in me taking this damage. I'll just red card him out with Among Us, which I didn't want to do now because it could have helped me spore something as he gets Gambit. This is actually great. Because I get to Spore here. He's likely going to go Loom first. I want to Sludge Bomb so badly here. But I don't know this opponent's level of skill, right? And so he lets his Gambit go to sleep, which is a god-awful play. I would not have allowed Gambino to go to sleep. And then you don't even burn no sleep turn? I am not Lum. I am not Lum. As much as I'd like to kill this here, my Great Tusk is too important. So he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, and so let the bodies hit the floor. Let the there's Swords Dance here. Likely you're gonna see a Gliscor come out. Oh, my Lodic. I am terrestrializing on you, my guy. I guess I'll just have to be patient. He's just very unlikely to fucking give up the Loom that I've shown him that I'm. But I might 2-hit KO him here, and I need this 2-hit KO. Okay, so he's giving Gambino up. I mean, he can reposition into Score, but Score doesn't solve the problem. But you can also give up a Sleep Fodder. Yeah, so that's an interesting sequence. So Gambit, big problem, gone. You go hard Loom. I should protect here, but I don't trust that he's not Swords Dance. Yeah, and Cinderace doesn't get you any mileage. So actually, no. Bolt is a better mid-ground because he's U-turning anyway. I don't want he actually Powerball. She's gonna hurt him a lot. Is that offensive? No way, because it's 36. Hold the fuck up. Does that even matter if he's offensive or not? He has Will-O-Wisp, so it doesn't matter if he's offensive. I'll force the he goes Glyce. What? Forfeit. Forfeit. Bro goes Gliscor. He's insane. Who goes Gliscor there? I was like literally gonna U-turn because I expected Milotic. But I'm like, you know, I'll force the Milotic to recover. That gives me a bit of leverage. I still have my Lum Gambit. Gambit is a massive issue. I don't know why he went Cinderace. This is interesting. Especially because I've Terra'd. So the Cinderace can't even touch my... I really could just Draco again. It's just that the Cinderace's health is inconsequential to me. Right, you go back to Cinderace to take Draco damage and U-turn. You know what I mean? Like what? What? So I'm not sure. So I'm always scouting to see like, okay, because the game's far from over, right? Like the game's far from over, but he still has some tools in his toolkit. Sure. The upside is that if I get the moth damage, because now Polt can Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Spore, so it's probably a Whisper. I'll take the damage because I need this Polgani actually. I wonder if he's Terra Ghost. If he Terra Ghost, he'd kill me. And one thing I do know is that he can't go for sub. So I get to Gambit, and ideally I lure him to Kata is still best. Ideally I lure him to even if Breloom comes in, lure him to Wisp, right? Because I'm Lum. So Polt being gone, my Gliscor is having a field day. Gliscor is that guy. Like there's just nothing more to say about it. And now I can Shadow Ball and all these things, all these fun things. The Cinderace I think is offensive though. I do not need my Dragon Ball, so I'd staring down my Milotic, which is Spore Fodder. You know, obviously the Loom can't come in. He could be Ice Beam though, who knows? Maybe Flip Turn. Even if it's Ice Beam, I can reposition these Scalds. This allows for me to spoil. Loom, yeah, for obvious reasons does not make sense. And I've lost my Lum, which is a little annoying. But we're gonna take advantage of this and score. Get that damage. So we just facade away here to do as much damage. That's offensive, man. I actually have a little bit of defense. Take a little bit of damage on this Loom. He goes the Lotic. Should fear Swords Dance here and go hard Loom, but that's fine. Because the Loom is insignificant. She protect here. Even if he were to Swords Dance, he can't muscle through Moth and Among Us. Like let's say some weird Terror, I'd still have Polt and all that. So let's see, yeah. So I thought. Now I have Among Us, right? I could double switch out to Moth. My Great Tusk is very good. Very, very good. Just Giga Drain on the but this is a game just of patience. There's literally no reason to rush anything, no matter what the opponent does. Okay, I just wanted to see if he had Swords Dance. So him doing that pretty much gave me all I needed to know. So Cinderace continually comes in. What is this? 0 turn burned. Excellent. We just Facade here. Always gonna Facade. Probably should have protected first, but since the Milotic has burnt no sleep turns, it doesn't matter. So I Swords Dance again here. Again, the Loom is inconsequential. We always just SD. He's actually faster than my Gliscor. He's a very fast Milotic. Stay asleep, gone. That's a game because Polt just eats. Yeah. So yeah, nice little run. We're back in the 19s. That probably, another ladder is super low right now, so that's probably just what, top 30 or something. That's top 30. That's just 1900. Yeah, I'm top 20. It's not even top 30. I know the ladder is super inactive, which, you know, makes number 1 a bit easier. Remember last time, right before the last DLC, we got number 2 1 game away and through the game. But yeah, as we climb, I'll likely use a more balanced, reliable team. You know how we do when we're getting quote unquote serious, and so use one team repeatedly so we can get a feel for it and then just climb up. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.